Hey there, guys. Charles Jenner Yuki here. I forgot my sunglasses. So it's very bright. Can't see me. No, actually, I can't see shit. Because where I work, it's very dim. So when I leave work, I have to wear sunglasses. But I took my sunglasses that are normally in the truck when I was driving the car the other day, and sunglasses never got put back in the truck. So I don't got sunglasses right now. So it's very punishing. That's why I'm staring most of the time. No, I said I was going to do a vlog last week and I didn't do it. I chose to work on the project. I chose to work on stuff. And that's why. That's why I didn't do it. Which is fine, because when it comes to the Nuzlocke that I've done, I'm technically done recording 2 of them. I recorded episode 1 of another type Nuzlocke. I'm using a different type, only Nuzlocke, for a second attempt on Violet, because I've already done one. I'll start episode 1 of the second type only run Nuzlocke on Scarlet when I'm done doing 2 other Nuzlockes, maybe 3, because I said I was going to do the Nuzlocke for Scarlet and Violet, which is what I was planning on doing. And then there's hints that possibly the original GBA games of Pokemon might possibly be released, or all of them, all the original ones be released on the Switch. Maybe. I don't believe so, but we won't know until that ever does get announced. Which I don't know if it will or not, but it would be nice, especially if they're upgrading to the Super Nintendo Switch 2, or whatever you want to call it. Because then I can mess around with those again. Except this time on a Switch. Instead of on a DS. Because I own all of them, at least up to Crystal. I own them all on a Switch. Well, not on a Switch, it's a DS. But I might do another Nuzlocke on Sword and Shield. Not just doing it on Sword, like I told my friend I was going to. I might add Sword to it, or Shield to it. Because out of everything that's on my channel, again, was it Galars Gen 8? Yeah. I don't think I uploaded anything related to the Sword and Shield games on my channel. I know I started to, and then everything else got corrupted and lost, so that's why I never uploaded a finished playthrough of Pokemon Shield on it. Keep in mind, for those who do watch Nuzlocke, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm literally flying by the seat of my pants, and I'm trying like hell to follow some of the rules. I'm not doing level caps, because still, regardless of level caps, I still fuck up. I still get critted. I still get my ass kicked. So, and I'm still following the Nuzlocke way. Despite some species clause or something like that. But I managed to do something in my Scarlet Nuzlocke that I wasn't able to do in my Violet Nuzlocke. So I got farther in my Scarlet Nuzlocke than I did in the Violet. But I was noticing issues too when in comparison to Violet and Scarlet. Scarlet, ever since I first played it, since the games came out, I've never had any issue. I've never, I noticed some frame drops in the background, all the other characters that really don't matter. That, I didn't care about that. It's the same thing for Scarlet, but man, it took a while for things to load in Violet. It took a little bit. It took longer for me to get going when the stupid cutscenes are done. And you listen to the lore several times and spammed A to get through it as quickly as possible. Yeah. you hit the little thing in the options and skip the cutscenes, where you don't have to see the cutscenes. You still have to see some of the cutscenes. You have to deal with some of the storyline. Yada yada. I think I do have a way of how I'm going to do the Pokemon Sword and Shield Nuzlocks. It's something I might try with the Scarlet and Violet. But even if I'm not doing level caps, mainly I'm not doing level caps so I can actually learn how to do the Nuzlocks. Because still, regardless, I still make a stupid choice, make stupid choices, or there's a chance I'm probably going to have to lose a guy here, and then end up losing 4, or all 5, and leaving 1. There's hint. I just dropped hints. I just dropped some hints. There's some dropped hints there, but what I haven't really said at the very start of the Nuzlocks, to where I'll mention in this video, is when I'm doing the Nuzlocks, I give myself 2 attempts. The first attempt is, basically the first run, is when I just start. Attempt 2 is if, at some point, the whole team gets completely wiped out. Because somehow the AI decides to crit me every time. Which happened a lot. Even though one guy somehow managed to survive and get a hit in, there are some times where, at least one time in the Violet Nuzlocke, where the whole team got critted. Or not critted, but just completely wiped out. And, in the Scarlet one, basically what I'm going to say is, let's not talk about that. Because I made a stupid decision that cost me. And I didn't think about it till after I made the stupid choice. And I shouldn't have made the stupid choice. And then I kind of made the same mistake later on, not once, but twice. And it cost me. I got punished for it. So you think, after the first time you got punished, you'd learn a lesson. Nope, it's 3 strikes and then you're out. And then you're left with whatever you got left. Which kind of was my situation. And and it's funny how in these games, there's always a certain type that's there more often than the other. So I had more options to use in comparison to my Violet Nuzlocke run through, where all of my best guys got wiped out or critted right off the beginning or right before the end, where I really needed them, and I basically had nobody left. Hence why I didn't do a 3rd attempt. I will never do a 3rd attempt Nuzlocke unless I know for sure that I can win. But it would mean breaking the rules of a Nuzlocke and still attempt to win with the team that literally just, got destroyed, but with a different strategy. Which I've seen people do. I've seen people push for another attempt, knowing full well that they got destroyed, and they really felt that they could win, so they tried again, and eventually, even if it took a couple more tries, they did win. But I'm only giving myself 2 attempts, hence why I'm mentioning it now, so when people watch the videos, whenever the fuck they come out, whenever I get them done and edited, because I'm treating the Nuzlocke right now as trying to take my mind off of Ark for like a second, for at least a couple hours, because as soon as I'm in Ark, I'm literally all about it. I'm in it, I focus on it, and that's all I do for hours. And there's some some bullshit I don't bother recording, because what's the point? It's the same old stuff. But there are a lot of stuff that I do record, and there are some stuff I'm planning on recording, so that's already said and done. And there's still one thing that I gotta do as a part of this wheel challenge that I gotta do. So it's gonna be interesting. It's my first 100 days. I'll probably do another one soon after that, without, except this one would be a little bit modded. It'll still be a vanilla playthrough, but it'll be a little different. Because I won't mess with the other mods. I've already learned my lesson not to mess with to not play mods that obviously just aren't done yet. I learned that through Ark Supreme for ASA. I learned that if a mod ain't done, don't mess with it. They'll fuck your game up. Despite how well it looks and how well it runs, something just doesn't always work. It just ends up fucking your game up. Hence why I will not do a truly modded creature run in Ark or ASA. Simply because of that. So that's something I will try and stay away from unless I know for sure that the mod is 100% truly done. So if anyone wants to give me hints for that, let me know. But apparently the center is coming out soon, so maybe we won't mess around on the island anymore and maybe jump on the center. Because I know it was a map that I was told specifically to stay away from because it had a lot of problems. But I kind of want to have an adventure on the center map. The Ark Survival Evolved it's Monday. Primal Fear series will continue until it's done. And then when it's done, it's over. I will uninstall it. And probably never play it again. But all of that will be back to uploading as soon as this 100 days challenge is done. And yet I keep saying that, and yet it's still not done. Because shit keeps coming up. Or I keep taking breaks because, took myself out for my birthday. Had a good 22-ounce porterhouse steak from Longhorn Steakhouse. Pretty good. Big old loaded potato, pretty good. Steak was bigger than the plate, I will say that. Bought some stuff. Bought one thing that I said that I would never buy with gift cards, because, the gift cards ain't exactly my money. It was gifted. The because, well, I got it through Christmas, and I held on to. That's why you hold on to your gift cards. Hold on to your gift cards, because sometimes you can basically get something for free just by using gift cards. You still have to buy it, but the gift cards really help. I got an Xbox S. I didn't buy the X because I didn't have enough gift cards. I didn't have another gift card. If I had another gift card, I probably would have got it. But I didn't have another gift card, so I didn't buy the X. Which I really don't care. The S will be fine enough. And it's still in the box, because it will stay in the box until I say otherwise. Until my Xbox One decides to not work. And right now, just like the PS4, it still works. It still runs. That's why I won't upgrade. That's why I would, play on PC. And I really would like sunglasses. I got the sun in my eyes over here. May not seem that way, but if I move, turn and look, I've got nothing but sun in my eyes. It's pretty quiet at work the whole day, at least in my area. I didn't have to deal with the other imbecile that I have to put up with. He wasn't there, so he must have went to the Super Bowl last night. I was 50-50 about the game. I will say that. I wasn't really impressed with the Chiefs' offense. I wasn't impressed about how they were playing. Yet it was still surprising, especially for the Chiefs, that a team was able to hold them by 10 points. But I just wasn't really impressed. I'll admit that. There was a lot of frustration on the Chiefs side. Heat of the moment kind of frustration, but still a lot of frustration. Quite a bit of stupid choices were made. But I couldn't stay at my parents' because I went and watched the game with them at their house. Had some sloppy nachos, which is good. But I just wasn't really impressed. I left before the third quarter ended. And I just left after after the Chiefs made a mistake or just couldn't go anywhere. I really just couldn't tolerate it any longer, and I left. I mean, I like close games. They make it interesting, but you can't really make it that enjoyable when you really just don't go anywhere. Or you just make stupid mistakes. You don't try anything different. And then I got a text message from my mom saying, hey, they scored. And I was like, well, I better go on Twitter because Twitter's probably the only way I'm going to be able to see it. So I was checking Twitter for basically every 20 minutes or so, seeing if there was a change. And then eventually 49ers scored. And then Chiefs scored, or they tied it for overtime. And then 49ers scored. And then all of a sudden, Mahomes got his man in the zone and got a touchdown. And they won by 3 points. Which is surprising. They could have went either way. But no, the halftime show, just like, well, basically it sucked. Wasn't impressed by that. I know I started laughing when I heard "Turned Down for What." So if you ain't old school like I am, what the hell? Because you should be laughing. Because "Turned Down for What" is a fucking classic. But other than that, it kind of just meh. I'm still doing the sword training. I'm still working out. It was also my parents' anniversary last weekend. When we went out with, met my sister and her boyfriend, and her boyfriend's, one of her boyfriend's kids came along, and we all went to Red Lobster and had some good food. I had the Bar Harbor lobster bake, where it's basically a bowl full of everlasting pasta, because holy shit, there's more pasta in there than there ever, or noodles in there than there ever was in a ramen dish. Had lobster, scallops, and shrimp in there. It's pretty good. And just talking about it is making me hungry. Or that I just didn't eat jack all day. Which is true, because I didn't eat anything. I hardly ever eat. Which I don't do that. I do that because I'm just not hungry when I go to work. It's not just because I choose not to eat, it's just that I'm just not hungry. Give me something to drink and I'll be fine. But no, I'm gonna, when I finally get home, I'm gonna get some stuff and maybe actually get some food, so that way my stomach ain't rumbling. Go work out, take care of the dog, and then go and get some work done. Go get some progress done. Because when it's all said and done, then I'm going to spend forever editing it. And that's not going to be fun. But it is what it is. It'll be the longest time I've actually had to sit there and edit a video in a very long time. Or videos, I should say. It's been a good 4 years. I'd probably say about four and a half years maybe since I've legitimately sat down and edited a video that I legitimately had to edit. I very strictly sit down and edit it. But anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm almost home. So I'll see you guys when I see you.